Shalom, shalom. This is the Builders of Bach, coming back with another lesson inspired by the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Lord willing, this will be edifying. And I'd like to start off by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Macha Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Salutations to the faithful believers out there, the laborers who are laboring in this truth. We're pushing forth the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, whether people hear or forbear. Alright? So, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. Alright? So, I was in the spirit that this place, this wicked kingdom is on its way out. You know, and some people, most of it, the 2/3 of our people, they still put their trust in Esau. They still have their faith in this kingdom. You know, thinking that thinking that the way of Egypt is the way of life. You see? So it says here in 2nd Ezra. So yeah, I got a few scriptures. I'm gonna bring them out. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. So I got 2nd Ezra 4:13. 2nd Ezra 4:33. Then I answered and said, how and when shall these things come to pass? Wherefore are years few and evil? And he answered me, saying, do not thou haste above the Most High, above the Most Highest. You see, the Lord, the angel Uriel was telling Ezra, you can't haste above the Most High, man. And that's most of these people, man. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to push even Judas Iscariot when he delivered Yahushua to the Romans. In his way, in his mind, he was hastening the Most High, because he thought that Yahushua was going to come and overtake the Romans on that spot, not knowing that he was just going according to prophecies. But in his mind, it was going to have a different outcome. You see? But it says here, for thou haste is in vain to be above him, for thou hast much exceeded. Did not the souls also of the righteous ask questions of these things in their chambers? You see? So in a sense, if you're wondering, how long, Lord, how long are we going to stay in this demise? How long are we going to be living in this wicked kingdom? When are you going to come to deliver us? These are all the questions that means that you're actually in your right mind. If you're actually asking yourself these questions, man, you're actually in the right mind. Because all the prophets, all the prophets, all the men of the Lord have also thought about these things, man. You see? Did not the souls of the righteous ask questions of these things in their chambers, saying, how long shall I hope in this fashion? When cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward? You see? So it says here in Matthew 13:15. It says here, for these people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their hearts, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Okay, so the Lord ultimately, the Lord blocked them from receiving this truth. Okay, the Lord blocked the 2/3 and all these other, the heathens, he blocked them from receiving this truth. Because the Lord, ultimately, the Lord doesn't want them close unto him. You see, the Lord doesn't want them in this realm of understanding. He doesn't want them close. All right. And again, you know, that's as I was saying before, our people, they love this system. They love being wicked, because Babylon is a do as thy will society. So you can be as wicked as you want, and no one can come against you. For example, the LGBT, the ABC. You can be to the point where if you're against it, you're looked at as a monster. You see, you're looked as the villain in the story. When actually, back in the days, we know that anyone that committed any of those sorts of abomination is to be put to death, so that wickedness will not multiply. See? But anyways, it says here the next verse, 13 is Matthew 13:16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets, verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired those to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. So we're in a good state, man. As I like to say that David, if he was seeing the downfall of this society, he'll be rejoicing. He'd be dancing like back in the days when he destroyed the Philistines. See, he'll be dancing. You see, so the fact that our people are not in the right mind, man, they're not understanding that the fact that Esau Edom is going down is another way of saying that Yahushua is going to come back and deliver us. You see, the downfall of this kingdom is a one step closer to our salvation. These people, they love the enemy. They have a deep, a strong case of Stockholm syndrome. They have been, and now the 2/3 are in love. They're in love with their oppressor. They're in love with the one that kidnapped them. You see? After all the wickedness, even to this day, man. Even to this day, they love Esau, man. You see? So again, he says, "Blessed are your eyes." Okay? Not the eyes of everyone, because the Lord has taken us out of the world, you see, and has given us this knowledge and understanding to know that yes, this kingdom is on its way out. You know, turn to me. You know, repent and turn to me, so that ye may be delivered. You know, as Paul says, I am confident in the faith that I might be saved. You know, and that's ultimately what we're feeling. We're confident that by turning back to the Lord, we might be saved. We have hope. That's our hope, man, and our hope is not in vain. You see, as it says, who look in the generations of old, and who has called upon the Lord and he has despised. You see, who has trusted in the Lord and was confounded? None. Just look at the generations of old, and that's why it's very important to read also. You see, but it says here in Hebrew 4:11, let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. Okay, so at the end of the day, the Lord is telling us, yo, keep. This faith is like it's like in a worldly sense, you can say it's like working out. You know, you're working out your spirit, you're working out your faith. The fact that you're laboring in this ministry, doing what you have to do, you know, doing lessons, preaching the word, breaking down precepts in season and out of season. Someone hits you up while you're sleeping, you wake up and you're ready to, you put your sandals on, you wash your face, and you're able to break it down to them, you know, in season and out of season, you know, laboring. You know, you can't say that you went to the gym. You can't go to the gym and expect to bench one plate out of the blue. You have to work yourself up. But if you don't exercise yourself in the spirit, your spirit is going to be weak. As they said, if your strength faileth in the time of adversity, your strength is small. And why is that? Because you're not exercising yourself. You're not being built up in the spirit. And that's the main thing. Because once you're in this truth, you have to grow. You cannot be in the same level that you were 2 years ago, 1 year ago. You always have to become different. And for myself, I acknowledge how I've changed, and it's even better when other people look at you and they acknowledge how you've changed. Now I'm seeing people that I haven't seen over a year. They say, oh, even the way I look, my countenance is different. You see, that my mannerism is different. You know, the way I maneuver is different, because now I'm a new creature through the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see? That's all through the Lord, man. That's all through the Lord. You see? See, and that unbelief, man, like I said, man, it's a killer, man. Unbelief kills, man. Without faith, it is impossible to please Him. You see? So if you don't have faith, man, there's no point, man. You can read the scriptures back and forth, but if you don't believe that it's actually true, you know, it's not gonna work for you, man. You can know all the precepts, but if you lack faith, man, there's no point. You know, as I said, because I believed, I have run. You know, because I believed, I have spoken. You know, so we're doing the work because we believe. Again, because we have confidence in the hopes that we might be saved. Okay, we're not doing this for no reason. Okay, There's a reason, there's a purpose for this, man. And the Lord watches everything that we're doing. Once He's taken us out of the world, we belong to Him. We have signed an oath, a spiritual oath. We have made a vow that we were going to serve Him until the end. So for you to break that contract is death unto you, man. And that's why it says labor, man. Keep yourself. It says an idle mind is the devil, is a territory of the devil. Roughly paraphrasing, that's the saying in the world. An idle mind, it belongs to the devil. Because you're just there. As you're a slothful servant. Okay, when you're supposed to be doing the work, we're supposed to take care of the Lord's business. As Yahushua said, my meat is to do the Lord's business, because this is a business. You see. So if you're not handling the business of the Lord, what are you doing, man? You see? So again, I'll read that again. Hebrews 4:11. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest. You have to work to enter, to obtain the kingdom. Okay? It's through much tribulation that we're going to obtain the kingdom of heaven. Okay? It's not through lollygagging and having fun and partying and that YOLO spirit that you're going to receive the kingdom, man. You got to get serious in this thing, man. Especially in the times that we're in. We're so close to the end. All right? And we're seeing it through the signs that the Lord is showing. The pandemic, and ultimately it is a pandemic because the Lord set it up. Okay? The pandemic, the blackouts, the economy crashing. You see, any moment now, all hell is gonna break loose, man. The people, your neighbors, these people that are not in the truth, man, you have to stay away from them because they're shaky. They're shaky, man. They won't be able to. Their mind is not strong. Okay, they're not rooted, and that's why they're gonna fall. Their foundation was made on sand. Anyone that put their faith in Esau Edom is gonna find out that they've been played the whole time. You see, when they're gonna realize that Esau Edom is nothing but a mortal man, and even more, he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. You see, and the people are gonna understand that. But for some, it's gonna be too late. Unless the Lord has mercy upon you, it's gonna be too late, man. You see. So again, I'll read that one last time. Hebrews 4:11. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. You see? So unbelief is a killer, man. So it says here in 2 Maccabees 6:12, now I beseech thee, so I can now beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for the destruction, but for a chastening of our nation. Okay? So you have to see that the chastening, if the Lord chastises you, he's chastening you because He loves us, because He's dealing with us as if we're His sons. We are the sons of the Most High. The Spirit bears witness with us, man. The curses are upon us because we disobeyed. So the Lord is chastening us because we went off. But soon we're at the time iniquity is at an end. So we're turning back to the Lord, and all these curses are gonna go upon the heathens. You see? And it's ultimately, like I said, don't be discouraged, man. You're going through all these things, but it's not for your destruction. It's for your betterment. It's so the fruits of righteousness can be brought forth out of you, and you can become a new creature, and you can produce more fruit. So you can be an agent. You can be an agent of the Lord. You see, a worker, a laborer for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, exalting His name. In the land of our captivity, you're there and you're pushing forward the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Something that they at least thought that was never going to happen, because they took away all this information from us, but they have not put in consideration the spirit. It's in our spirit to know this truth. Okay? So it says here in James 1 and 2, I'll close up with this. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation. Why is that? Because you know that the Lord is dealing with you. Your car breaks down. Call halalam Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Your wife leaves you treacherously. Call halalam Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Someone steals from you. Call halalam Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know that woman wasn't meant for you. You know that person that stole from you wasn't right in the first place, and that you should stay away from that person. Your car breaks down. It's to see if you're gonna. What's your first reaction? Are you gonna pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, or are you gonna go into your wallet to figure out how to fix that thing? See? So the first, and again, like I said, it's an exercise. You have to exercise yourself in the spirit And that's what we're doing now. We're preparing ourselves, because in the time of Jacob's trouble, in the time where you won't be able to meet up with the brothers, you know, if let's say you're away from the brothers and you can't meet up and meet them up, you know, it's in Jacob's trouble, and it's just you by yourself. You know, you have to be able to be led by the Spirit. You can't depend on other people. You have to depend on the voice of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And it's in those situations that we learn that we get close, and we become closer to the Most High, man. You see? So that being said, as it says here, James 1 and 3, knowing this, that the trying of our faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. What is that? Seeking for the kingdom. Seeking for the kingdom. We wanting nothing. We don't want nothing in this world, because this world, this kingdom was not made for us. All we want is our daily bread, as it says in the Lord's Prayer. You see? Give us this day our daily bread. This is all that we need, man. Enough to make it through the day, man. And tomorrow will take care of its own. Man, these people, man, they lack so much faith, man. They lack so much faith, and they have so much faith in themselves. They don't trust in the Lord, man. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You know, not even thinking about the Lord. Not saying Lord willing. You know? You see? Even today, I'm on a walk. I have to go walk and go pick up my mom's car. You know? I have to go pick up her car because it broke down. So I'm walking to the place. You see? But the fact is, in my mind, I was going to bike here. You see? I was going to bike. The whole time I was thinking, I'm going to bike. I woke up and the Spirit was on me to walk. So that's what I did. You see, you have to be able to and at the same time I said, hey, you know what? Let me do a video at the same time. You know, let me do a video to the same time. And the Lord already put a spirit in me to do it. You know, He already put the topic of being in the Spirit, of being mindful and being in the right mindset, that this kingdom is on its way out. All right? So I don't want to keep dragging it on. Let's keep going. It says here, James 1 and 5, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. You see, again, the Lord, you have to turn back to the Lord for anything. You see, a good or evil comes from the Most High. So when tribulation comes, it's from the Most High. To see put in mind the story of Job. You have to put in mind the story of Job. He lost everything. But what was the latter end of Job? His latter end was greater than his beginning. You see? So you cannot lose faith. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint, man. All right? So it says here, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. Okay? For let no man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, and unstable. And the Lord does everything in balance. Okay, you have to be balanced. The same way that we're in this world, you know, it's not we cannot be overly righteous, lest we kill ourselves. You know, everything in balance. But again, you have to have faith. You must have faith, man. Because you can't just, like the same way I'm saying, you can't just read the Bible and you don't, if you don't believe, it's not going to do anything for you, man. You see? Without faith, it is impossible to please the Most High. And it's impossible to receive what you ask for, man. You have to, first of all, you have to have the names. You have to believe in the names, that they are the names. Okay? You believe in the names, and then afterwards, you pray upon the name. You call upon the name. This is a safe haven for us, man. You see? This is the prayer, the power of prayer. You see, without faith, you're not going to pray, man. Without faith, you're going to stumble. Without faith, you're not going to make it, man. You see? You have to have faith that the Lord is dealing with you, and you have to have faith that the Lord is guiding us through that, through the hardship, right? So that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying, man. We have to be in the right mindset. This kingdom is on its way out, man. And we have to be spiritually prepared, man. To forsake everything that we have and to follow Yahweh Shai. This is the time, man. You see? So with that, I'd like to give all praises and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the faithful laborers, to the hopeful elect, those that push forth the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. Alright? Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Until next time, Shalom. DTA Ababa Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala. Shalom.